Well, the Ontario Veterinary College is partnering with the provincial government in an effort to fight the crippling shortage of veterinarians in Canada. New programming aims to increase the labour supply, especially in rural areas, through more student seats and targeted loan repayments. Canada has been facing a vet shortage for years now. Experts say it is hurting owners and obviously jeopardizing animals. So joining us this morning to explain the impact of these new programs is Dr. Jeffrey Richtel. He's the Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College at Guelph University. I know that place well. Good morning to you.
Hi, Anne-Marie. Thanks for having me on.
You've said that about 65% of graduates go into small animal vet care. So the Government of Canada is predicting that there will be 5,000 new job openings in the veterinary industry from 2022 to 2031, and only around 4,300 of people around to fill them. That leaves a big deficit. Why is there such a shortage?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think back at around 2017, we started to notice a real tightening in the labor market for veterinary care. And then through the pandemic, of course, we all became a lot closer with our animals, especially our pets at home, and the demand for veterinary services just skyrocketed. I think that caught us a little bit flat-footed because in the decade before that, we seemed to have a pretty good match for veterinary care demand and supply. But now we realize that we should have been growing our veterinary programs a little bit earlier because we were producing enough veterinarians to replace retirements, but not to allow for this kind of growth in demand for veterinary services.
I want to talk about clients and in particular the animals. What options do rural animal owners have when they can't access a vet? Yeah,
it's been a tough go for rural Ontarians really for a very long time, well before 2017. I think we all recognize there's a societal trend for people to take up residence in urban areas for all the reasons that I think we know. And family physicians, for instance, for human care have experienced the same pressures as well. So really, there are veterinary practices throughout rural Ontario, but what we've observed is that many of them are having trouble filling positions. So they're all working double time trying to take care of the animals in their region. And in particular, as we grow animal agriculture in the north of Ontario, we have beef farmers, horse owners, people with small farms that have a variety of species, and they are really struggling finding a veterinarian within a reasonable driving distance of their farm.
So two of the solutions here are seat expansions and loan programs. How will they change the game?
Yeah, sure. We have partnered with the Ontario Provincial Government and Lakehead University to specifically grow our class size to address this rural and northern deficit in veterinary care. And we're very happy that the Ministry of Colleges and Universities and the Ontario Ministry of Agriculture has partnered with us in this. And so we'll start to train those extra veterinarians beginning in 2025. But further than that, the Ontario Provincial Government have, as you pointed out, established an incentive program to encourage new graduates and recent graduates to move to areas or practice in areas that are much needed and to support food animal agriculture. So that's in the form of a payment over 5 years that can maybe help defray some of the significant loans that veterinary students have when they leave us. And there's a number of other initiatives, too. Some might have heard that there is a new Veterinary Professionals Act that has received royal assent recently. And this will significantly change the way veterinary care is delivered by giving registered veterinary technicians, so the equivalent of our nurses, their own regulatory framework and license. And we do expect that the role of veterinary technicians in the delivery of care will expand over the next number of years, relieving us of the shortage of doctors and trying to make veterinary care more efficient and more accessible.
I love that solution as well. Dr. Jeffrey Richtel, thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.